Yo, Layup Lounge members.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 12 of season 2 of the Layup Lounge. My name is Wayne. I'm here with
Roman.
We're here for episode 12, man. Hottest topics in sports, basketball primarily. Sprinkle in some football, maybe some golf, maybe some soccer,
Anything in
lacrosse.
Culture.
Something. Yeah, the culture. Whatever's popping in the culture, you're going to hear about it here in the Layup Lounge. But yeah, thank you for locking in with us. Please do your due diligence.
Like and subscribe. And also, we gaining time. We climbing on Spotify. We getting impressions on there. I'm checking the stat. I'm a stat checker. I look at the stats. Come on, man.
Talk.
So we gonna be there as well. Follow us on Spotify because anywhere and Instagram. We're keyboard warriors out here.
You know Instagram is always going to be the main battleground.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They almost took TikTok from y'all. Luckily enough, it didn't.
No.
But hey, Instagram is primarily the number one battleground. Go get in the comments. Hey, it's all is fair in love and war.
Follow us everywhere. Links are in the description below.
Let's roll.
Let's get it. You want me to go? What we doing?
lead off.
You want me to?
lead off.
All right. Yeah, I got us. So, I think LeBron. It's that time of year again. LeBron James has had enough with his current basketball team. We've seen, history have shown once he publicly calls out his team in the way it's constructed. It's going to be a whole 180 after the deadline, and I think that as we're approaching the deadline, the Lakers are currently 5-5 in the new year, and LeBron's had enough. They're coming off a loss. And after that loss, which is they played the Clippers last night. And after that loss, LeBron said in quotes, "We don't have a choice. That's the way our team is constructed. We have to." And that was in response to saying that they have to play perfect basketball in order to win. JJ Redick even agreed. Are these shots to Rob Pelinka in the front office? Because it seems that LeBron James is losing patience once again. I understand it this time. He's 40 years old. Now he really doesn't have time left to really be playing for nothing. He is expressing that he wants to win. They have been mid for the last couple of years with the Lakers. They're mid once again. And I'm looking for moves happening, but is that basically a call out to Rob Pelinka in the front office?
100%. I mean, we know LeBron James has done this his entire career for damn near the past 12 years now, or however long, even longer than that. He's called the shots.
Most notably, sorry to interrupt, 2018, remember when they remixed?
The reset. Soft reset at halftime.
I don't think I've ever seen a trade deadline from one team when they completely
Cleared
flipped
house.
a whole team, and they still made the finals because LeBron's the GOAT. But the fact that they turned Derrick Rose, D. Wade, Isaiah Thomas, who else was it? Jay Crowder. They damn near
bunch of old niggas.
And they turned it into Rodney Hood, Larry
Clarkson.
Nance, Jordan Clarkson, Rodney Hood. Like they got some solid pieces out of that. I remember that Boston game. Remember when there was
That was the first game out, wasn't it?
yeah
After the trade,
and they blew the Boston Celtics out. Yeah,
crazy.
He was. But yeah, so and you see LeBron, he's like,
Yeah, I know he was trolling. He was trolling.
nah, that game up here, I was hyped.
No.
I was hyped because I was like, oh, we're going back to the finals.
He got a new team. He's ready.
They was hyped.
But no, he's done this his whole career, bro. Like, literally, we've known LeBron. He's the coach. He's the GM. Even if they don't want to say it publicly, he has his hands all over all of this. This is his fingerprints. He's just sending it. They know he wants a new team. They haven't made the necessary moves. Dorian Finney-Smith wasn't enough.
Oh, he's been cheeks. And I don't know if it's because he's acclimating with the team right now. He put up a dud last night.
No, he's acclimating, and we know he's acclimated, and we don't expect that much out of him. That's not the trade that's going to win them the finals.
We traded D'Lo. We traded a starter.
Okay, he's hot ass, though. We could have been shipped him out years ago.
He's giving me more than 0. I can guarantee
DFS,
that.
Though, we could defensive versatility. We had to get some more defensive versatility, and he could shoot the three.
I think it's just.
So although he didn't make none yesterday, I seen the games a couple of days ago where he was hitting threes. So I will say I can't give up on him yet. That's not the trade that's going to win him the finals, though. That was never the trade, and LeBron knows that. That's why he's putting more pressure on the front office right now.
Who is
we have to play perfect hoop to win. I need help. Me and Anthony Davis need help. JJ Redick knows we need help too.
We wasted our trade chip.
ZACH LAVINE.
No. We wasted our main trade chip on Dorian Finney-Smith. He was the guy. He was in front line being that trade chip, and we lost it because he's an expiring contract.
D'Angelo Russell,
we
our
gave
main
him up
trade
for
chip.
Huh?
He's the main trade chip.
In every trade scenario for someone good, who was in the front line of that for the Los Angeles Lakers? D'Angelo Russell. We lost him. Not lost him. We gave him up. DFS. That's cool.
In what,
Hopefully
2 seconds?
shows up in in 2 seconds. Shake.
No. Sorry.
He's better than Cam Reddish. He's better than Cam Reddish.
Cool.
But we did that, and now what? Rui's up next? Is that the next guy up? Austin Reeves, he just scored 30. He just scored 38 last night. Are we giving him up now? It would have to be for a guy like you said, like Zach LaVine, but
That's my vision.
Whatchamacallit, what teams are attracted to, especially teams like the Bulls, Blazers, teams that want draft capital or expiring contracts so they can clear the books. D'Lo was in the front line of that, and Lakers don't have a guy like that anymore, so I feel like it's going to be harder to reconstruct your team to get better when you don't have draft. Because the Bulls, I'm sure they want draft capital. And the Lakers, I believe they have a 2031 pick they can give up, but they've already given up so much already. It's like their future.
Roman.
Are we doing that for a 40-year-old LeBron?
Yes, we are. I'm going to ask you this. What has Dalton Connect done for us this year? Throw him in a trade finder.
Really?
Give me Zach LaVine. Let's win now. Let's win right now. He has
flashes.
Austin Reeves, Rui, all these guys they're solid NBA players. I'll say Dalton and Austin Reeves for sure got the most value because they're actually top of the line players. Like, we know they're going to go out there and ball against anybody. Rui, questionable. I think he's still a rotational piece. Don't know if he's a starter long term.
No, he can go. My question is, like, are other teams, like for a Zach LaVine trade, is Rui a desirable asset if I'm the Chicago Bulls? No. D'Lo was, not even because of his play, but for his contract.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now we don't have that. And I want to look up Rui's deal just to make sure I'm not misspeaking because...
So here, you take Dalton, right? Boom. Young guy. Established. He's 24, right? Ball right now. Rookie player. Probably going to be top 3 in rookie of the year voting. I mean, we gotta think about that.
That doesn't say, by the way, that doesn't say much. That doesn't say that much because this rookie class is ass. But go ahead.
Okay, but he's a valuable young asset. That's equivalent to a draft pick in my eyes.
Okay, so Rui has 2 years left on his deal, from what it looks like. So he's a restricted free agent in 2026. So he has this year, next year. Yeah. So Rui still has 2 years on his deal. His contract isn't bad. He's making about $17 million a year, so it's not terrible. But like we've been saying before, he's inconsistent. He's not really one of those. He's not a guy for real. I don't know. Like, maybe they call the Blazers Jeremy Grant. But at that point, Jeremy Grant is making so much.
He's Anthony Smith.
Well, he's basically Rui. Really? Like he's just
a dude. No,
like really, he's just an expensive Rui. I guarantee Rui comes to the Blazers, he can have flashes of Jeremy Grant chucking up shots. He's gonna score 30. So nice chip, but you throwing Dalton or Austin Reeves in a Zach LaVine trade? You doing that for real?
Yes, I am. I'm trading for an all-star. I'm trading for a ball-dominant perimeter scorer who can actually... I know they can do it too. They can score 30. Reeves can score 30. Dalton can score 30, but they're not... Zach is a true threat from the perimeter that's going to draw double teams, that's going to draw... He's putting pressure, and he's going to take the ball out of Bron's hands. Bron can kind of ease off the gas a little bit, save it for the playoffs. Boom, then we get to the payoffs, back to Bron. Come on, we see it.
I don't think he's capable of doing that. I think that's just in his blood to carry teams at this point. Like, even with the Zach... Like, we seen what happened...
Zach is going to demand shots, though. That's the thing. These other guys aren't demanding shots. Zach needs 20 shots. I need 20 shots because I'm going to get my 25.
He linked up with a prime D Wade and a prime Bosh, and he made them role players.
No, he
so
did.
now Kevin Love was the best power forward in the league, and he went on a LeBron team and threw him in the corner. He has not been the same since.
Zach can play catch and shoot. Zach can play off the dribble.
But I'm saying, is he
the perfect player for Bron?
But is he gonna play the same game as he is right now, though?
Yes.
He's capable of doing that alongside Bron.
I think he's the perfect player. I think he's the perfect player because he's a top of the line 2 guard or combo, whatever, 1-2. But he's not. He can be a third option. He can fall into that third option if necessary, or if on some nights he can step up and score 40 if we need it. That's the kind of player Zach LaVine is, and I think that's exactly what the Lakers need. Someone who can accept, boom, okay, I can be a catch and shoot player, 20 points tonight. Okay, boom, offense is slowing down. I can go ISO and get you 40. Like we need a player like that, and the Lakers don't have that right now. Outside of Bron and AD, they don't have another threat. They need one more threat to go get you 40, and I think it's Zach LaVine.
Awesome.
Make it happen, man. Throw Connect in there. Throw Reeves. Sprinkle in a 20, 36 second. Maybe Bronny. What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want?
Okay, so you are Chicago GM. I'm like, look, I'm going to give you Zach LaVine. That's fine, but I need Rui. Or I guess you're the Lakers GM in this situation. Chicago calls you. It's like, cool, I'll give you Zach, but I need Rui.
Yeah.
I need that first round pick that you can trade. And then you choose one, Dalton or Reeves. Who are you giving up? I'll take one of them. If you're the Lakers, who are you giving up?
It'd be Reeves. Unfortunately, it'd be Reeves.
Really? I don't know.
I feel like Dalton, rookie contract still.
He's an old rookie, though.
But he's an old rookie, but money-wise, money and future-wise, you know what I'm saying? There's more hope that he could potentially still blossom into something. Reeves, we know... We see the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get much better than this. If he goes to somewhere with more opportunity, maybe numbers see a jump. But, as a player, how much better can he actually get? Connect could be a number one option. You know what I'm saying? We could see him as a scoring number one option surrounded by other pieces. He could be something crazy. I don't
know if that's in a Laker uniform, though. Or at least when LeBron
That's what I'm saying. This is for the future now. Post Bron.
He's going to be like 26 by the... You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to be old by the time LeBron is not on the team anymore.
In his prime, though. Ready to hoop. And he'll be a good player to transition the Lakers into the next phase or whatever.
I would say if AD's not there once LeBron retires as well, like if they both are gone, I think that will unlock Dalton, but...
I just feel like there's
Would
more...
I give up? Like,
there's more value for the franchise.
More value for the franchise,
we
but...
drafted him this year.
There's more value for the franchise, but if they're looking to win this year, it might have to be Dalton going out instead of Reeves.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
And because, like you said, we want to maximize LeBron's time here with the Lakers right now. If you want to, I think maximizing LeBron, you trade Dalton. If we're looking out for our future, Reeves can go. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we're still getting Zach LaVine.
That's what I'm saying.
So I guess,
either one of them doesn't. That's what I'm saying. If we're getting Zach back, it's like...
I need Zach to... I need him to sign the extension immediately, though. You re-sign him immediately, then you have him and either Reeves or Dalton. Actually, in that situation, I would also trade Reeves. Have Dalton, have Zach LaVine there for the foreseeable future. Have Zach even retire Laker. Give him the 4-year max extension. We already traded Reeves, a guy that we like already. So we need to lock up Zach LaVine and then just have him for the foreseeable future. I think that Zach LaVine would love LA. So you say LA guy already. I think I can definitely see him retiring there if he was to get traded there. I mean, he's already, 30? 28, 30?
No, he's 30-something. He's older.
Like, he's in his 30s, prime right now. I think he has a couple, I say a solid 3 years at least of this type of production. He's been killing right now.
No, he's a bucket.
It's just empty stats. He's locked up in Chicago.
And that's what I'm saying. Buckets, he can go get 25 right now for the Lakers. He can go get 25 in LA. I think that's exactly what they need. I hope that trade happens. I hope they maximize LeBron's window because it's rapidly closing. Old ass nigga.
Facts.
You
mentioned Bronny. And you had him over a guy who is currently averaged 25 a game. Let me pull up the stat real quick. I apologize. I did not have this up. But Scoot Henderson has beaten the Bronny James allegations. He's actually trending on Twitter. The last 4 games, let me read it all. 25, 7, 2 steals, 56% from the field, 53% from 3. Are we finally seeing Scoot Henderson break out? Are we seeing why Portland gave up on their franchise GOAT? Or are these just flashes?
I'm gonna reverse that question and ask you that because I have my answer, and I don't know what you're gonna say about it, but I want to know what you think. Because you go ahead. We were just talking crazy about him less than a week ago. You said it was.
You were just talking crazy.
You agreed though. You said
it wasn't. No. I didn't. I wasn't blaming him for that though. I was blaming Coach.
But you said that he was not much more valuable than Bronny at that time being. You said, you said at that time, you said, bro, it's
okay. I'll say poison. At the fact that they were comparable at the time.
Yes,
right.
Okay, there it is.
But however, I said Scoot has the higher seat. Like he's a better prospect, man. It's just coaching. But to be honest, watching these games, it seems like his mentality has shifted. I don't want to give Chauncey Billups credit for that because I don't know if it was him. Because he's been doing Scoot dirty, in my opinion, all season. Scoot's finally in the starting lineup due to injury reasons. And I can't give Chauncey that credit, especially because he actually benched Shaden. I don't know if
to literally ask you about that.
Like, bro, what are we doing? You bench your best scorer, your best player, really. He has the highest ceiling out of anybody on that roster.
What do you say? It was effort?
Defense. The whole team doesn't play any defense. Why? We're just nitpick. DeAndre Ayton is still in the starting lineup, and we're talking about accountability. We're talking about accountability, and we want to hold him accountable. I understand that DeAndre Ayton is probably not going to be on this team for the foreseeable future, and Shaden is a cornerstone, so you want to hold him accountable. He's going to be one of the dudes going forward, but at the same time, we can't pick and choose who we're holding accountable. Exactly. Thing, everybody needs to be held accountable, but as far as Scoot goes, I actually think that the game is slowing down for him, I think. He's finding his spots, he's picking his spots, he's shooting the right shots. I will say 50% from three, I don't see that being sustainable. However, if he could be a 36% three-point shooter, I definitely see him being a threat out there. If he's in that area, he'd be respectable from out there, and I think that will also open the floor for him, like attacking the gaps. He's already a good passer, so man. And a lot of the teams they drop because they're looking for the lob, but he's actually finishing at the rim at the times that he's attacking. So I actually think this is something that's sustainable. 25 a game. I don't know how long that's going to be, but if he can average like 20 and 10, hey, that's a win to me, especially we're in year 2. People try to write him off. He's 20 years old. I understand that G League, high expectations, he was looking crazy out there, but we see the G League Unite is shut down for a reason. It wasn't good hoops. It was nasty hoops. But I think it's sustainable. And yeah, I think with a different coach next year, it's going to be even better. So, but I just wanted to ask you, do you think it's sustainable? Is this real?
It's not sustainable, no.
Really?
No. This is just, a hot streak for a little bit. I mean, like you said, I think he can get... He's averaging 25. Like, what? No, this is not going to happen the rest of the year. This is not the breakout that you were expecting. It's just going to sustain and keep rolling. He's going to come back down to earth.
39 piece.
So he's going to come down to earth is what I'm saying. This is not happening right now. Like, we're not witnessing the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. You said it. Shaden Sharp is the guy out there. I mean, so
absolutely, but
Scoot, fall in line. I mean, that's just kind of how it's going to go eventually.
That's the backcourt of the future. If anything, this is just showing... Because he's getting more opportunity. One other thing I didn't mention, Anthony Simons, he was out. So I think that we're finally seeing answers to the question of whether those 3 guards can play with each other. I think we know who the odd one out is. Unfortunately.
I didn't realize how old Anthony or how long he's been on the team.
Oh, I think his rookie year was 2019 when we went to the conference finals.
It was, because I saw a clip and they were interviewing Dame after you guys beat the Thunder. Mm-hmm. And Anthony went and poured water on his head. I was like, whoa.
That was his rookie year.
I was tripping.
Nah,
I was like, he's been on this squad for
eras, bro.
Time to go.
He's been there when we were winning. He's been there when rebuild, and we're still rebuilding, but like when Dame was there during the rebuild, and then he started with Dame that last year before Dame left. They were starting together. So yeah, he's been there through it all.
Yeah, It's time to pack him up.
That's my guy, but I think it's Scoot's time. I think he just needs the keys and he needs to play through his mistakes. I think it'll make him more comfortable. He's not comfortable. He can't come off the bench. Like we already said. He can't come off the bench. But
you got to develop in game.
Shaedon Sharpe, how you going to fall in line with Shaedon Sharpe when he's coming off the bench? Like Chauncey's, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Danny Avdia's good. The sign burnt out again.
The sign died.
Bro, like, what are we doing?
The sign died.
Hey, like and subscribe so we can get a new sign that's more
sign,
sustainable.
I know, sustainable sign. We got a burnt out sign already.
But you're not buying it.
I'm not buying it. This is not, bro. Like we're not gonna see him hoop like this for the rest of the year. I'm not even trying to. Hey, shout out to Scoop. I was talking crazy last week. I cannot.
He heard the noise. I swear, because that's the night he scored 39.
No, the day you posted it, he said he probably saw his name.
He had to have seen it.
He saw. He said they compared me to Bronny now.
He beat the Bronny allegation. No, he definitely peeped.
The first day he's in Bronny talks, he had to put up 39.
That's my A. Every Blazer. That's my GOAT.
No, because you said it to me. He said he's 6 for 6 right now. I was
from
like,
three. Hey, he was
the 3.
He was launching.
He was fired. I was I said, okay, he's hooping.
Yeah, the confidence is definitely there, man. Shout out to Scoop, man. I want to talk about Detroit. Usually it's Gulag Hoops over in Detroit, but right now Cade Cunningham is playing. Man, I mean, he's definitely a top 5 point guard in the league.
100%. He's top 3.
He might be top 2. Him and Shea. He better than Steph. I'm taking Cade Cunningham over Steph right now. For sure. I'm no hesitation. He's averaging 24, 6, and 9 assists. So he's averaging almost a double-double. I think he'll average a triple-double at some point in his career, at least for a season.
That's achievable. Didn't he do it last year for like a week? Or maybe I'm tripping.
I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if he had. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't paying attention to Detroit basketball like that because it's been, again, Gulag Hoops. Apparently Malik Beasley's the culture.
Bro.
Him and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Hey. Snipers.
Like, he's doing the shimmy.
Crazy.
Come on, man. But Cade Cunningham, top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5?
Sure. I think he's better than Fox. I just want to say that. I think, like, just because we always talk about Fox, is he top 5? He's better than Fox.
He's better than Fox. He's better than Dame.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I gotta admit, he's better than Dame.
He's better than Melo. I'll take him over Melo. I'm sorry.
Are you okay? Let me just ask the question. You taking Cade Cunningham or are you taking LaMelo Ball?
I'm taking Cade Cunningham. I think LaMelo plays a certain brand of basketball.
Exciting.
It's exciting. No, for sure. And I can't even say Cade. I think Cade plays more winning hoop. You know what I'm saying? Even though they haven't won shit.
He has more will to win.
More will to win, bro. Just because it's literally always just been him. LaMelo's had a little bit of a supporting cast. They've had some success a little bit already. But when the games matter most, they can't get into the playoffs. They always choke it off in the play-in. So, I mean...
Who has been...
Bridges.
The second best player who's been the best teammate he's ever had?
Bridges.
Brandon Miller. And he just got on the team. So everything before that, that's not his fault.
Okay. They should be if we're talking about them as a young core, like a young exciting core, they should be able to squeak into the playoffs.
Bridges was out for 1 year.
Yeah, he was.
So who was that's what I'm saying. Like 27 nights.
27 nights.
Who was his sidekick at that point? Nobody. Terry Rozier? What am I supposed to do with that?
Cade. We're going to see. Okay, but Cade.
He's had no teammates either, though. I will say that.
Quite literally no teammates.
But we've been in the lottery for how many years? We got Duren. We got Stewart. We just got... That's not Amin. Asir Thompson. Ivy.
Oh, yeah. He's done.
That's what I'm saying. His
legs fell off.
Oh my god! Get well soon, bro. His leg fell off. I think Tibia is actually the better one to break because he might come back this season if they make the playoffs. So hey, but no, that was crazy. No, but
soon, man.
He's been playing with a bunch of big men. The spacing has been trash. That's why I think the underrated pickups of Tim Hardaway Jr. and Malik Beasley have actually. No funny shit, they actually helped. Because you get sent to, they both got sent, well, Malik signed with them. And then Tim Hardaway Jr. got sent there to die. And now They got JB Bickerstaff. He got them hooping. And I love that for JB because, he got fired from Cleveland. Cleveland's doing their thing, too. I think that was the perfect.
Is Tobias Harris still playing? Is he doing anything?
I see. And look, I forgot he was even on the team.
Is he doing anything?
Let's see. Because, again, I'm
Tobias Harris?
I think I need to tap in with some more Detroit hoops.
Nah, me too. I'm a Detroit fan. I don't even know. They had to make up for their football team, though. I mean, they have a lot of pressure on their shoulders now.
Tobias Harris, 13.6 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, that's solid.
It's Tobias Harris.
I'm not paying $25 million for that, but I guess.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's a conversation. Oh, he had 4 points this game. Oh my God, 4 points. Well, he's plus 14. I mean, him and Paul George are comparable at this point.
Oh God, they're on the same tier.
But no, Detroit basketball. His teammates have been buns. Cade has had better teammates, I think, than LaMelo.
Who's been his second best teammate?
Who, Cade's?
Yes.
Jaden Ivey?
He's not better than Brandon Miller.
No, but Brandon Miller just got there. Jaden Ivey was there before Cade, no? Or no. He was right after.
Year.
I think it was right after.
Last year, right?
Jaden Ivey?
Or is this third year?
I think it's his third year.
Third year, okay.
Yeah, this is third year. He wasn't in the scoop draft. He was in the draft.
You're right.
Yes.
Year 3. No, I thought Jaden Ivey was really.
They're comparable situations. Comparable coaching situations where my coach has been cheeks, and then we get a new one to change the culture. So now their trajectories right now are pretty similar.
If you want to choose a franchise cornerstone, are you choosing Cade Cunningham or LaMelo Ball? I'm sorry.
Honestly,
Cade.
Honestly,
I don't think it's close.
Honestly, it depends where I am. If I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I'd probably take LaMelo because he's more exciting. That's you're selling tickets. You gonna want guys to go to LA.
We're gonna sell tickets regardless. That's the thing.
But if it's like who do you think Charlotte would rather have?
That's a great question. I mean, probably the guy they have, just because they already through the experience.
And I think it's vice versa, really.
Because their whole culture. Because bro, nobody was talking about Charlotte.
Cade fits Detroit, just like LaMelo. Yeah,
like sort of hard nose.
He had the buffs on.
He did have the buffs on.
He has the culture. So where they are right now, but if I'm like a big market team, I'm probably taking LaMelo. They're similar in skill. LaMelo could average a triple-double as well, but I get what you're saying in terms of winning hoops, the mentality, grit and grind type of
shot selection,
he has the unlimited have we seen
defender? Who's gonna sit in the chair? Who's going?
Cade was sitting.
Let's come on. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Who's playing winning hoop, man?
LaMelo might have the greatest green light of all time. He just be trying. We're talking about just trying shit on the court.
I seen the one warm up video where he's just ball fired up. Look, fired up. He's just warming up, but these are the craziest shots. He's just nonchalant.
Is he just Bone Highlands with the opportunity?
He might be Bones with an opportunity. He might be Bones just named LaMelo. Honestly, Bones with tats. Light skin Bones.
He's Jamal Crawford that can pass.
Hey, he's something of that nature.
Oh, well, in that case, I mean, shout out to the Seattle legend, but, Cade is in...
He just has a green light.
He was comparable to LeBron not really, but the game,
LaMelo just has a dumb green light. It's just the most ignorant green light we've seen. Just because he has the confidence.
He has the most confidence in NBA history.
He might have the most confidence in league history. Because he has those tattoos as well. I don't know. And his shoes are horrible. He might have the worst.
But he got the kids on lock, though. The kids are buying those. I heard the grip is terrible. But we talk about LaMelo Ball. We talked about the Lakers earlier. Who is a better father? A better basketball dad, just father in general, LaVar Ball or LeBron James?
I got to give the credit to LeBron James. I think it's close. Shout out to LaVar. He pushed it as far as he could, man.
LaVar went 3 for 3, though.
No, he did go 3 for 3. Bron still has a chance to go 3 for 3, though.
I wish LaVar was my dad.
Bron still has a chance to go 3 for 3, though.
We mean 3 for 3? He only got 2 kids.
Bronny, Bryce, and Zuri.
Oh, okay. Well,
Zuri could be the next Beyonce. We don't know. She could be a hooper too. We don't know.
That's the art. That's the nepotism. She's the Jello ball of the James family.
Yeah, you see it. We seen Bryce the other night.
She's the
James. Bryce the other night. Bang bang. I know you seen the footage. You seen that, right?
People were hating. They say he's trash. I don't
see the tape.
I saw the tape.
Bro, hit. 3 and deep, punching shit. Hey,
I think
what more do you want?
I think if Bronny had Bryce's frame, he would have been lottery.
No,
I think
that's what I'm saying. Is Bryce is literally playing. I swear Bryce didn't used to play like this because now all his shot attempts were threes. I was like, bro,
he's going to AZ,
he's
man.
6'8". Well, he's a 6'8" sniper. With LeBron's athleticism, he might go in the lottery too.
But you got
2 for 2.
But you got to understand, this guy Lavar had 3 of them hooping together. One of them scored 70. Bro, LaMelo scored 92 or something like that. He was cherry picking. But regardless, 92 in an 8-minute quarter basketball game. Come on, dude.
LeBron literally was managing being the greatest player of all time, trying to become the greatest player of all time, at the same time maintaining a relationship with his children. That's crazy. Because you see they all still rock. Like, they're not giving the Dennis Rodman, like, you know how his brother was talking. They're not doing that one. They're not doing that one. You know what I'm saying? They actually rock with him. They actually, like,
that's my dad, but that ain't my dad.
That ain't my dad type. But that's crazy. LeBron is like, he's been present. He's been like a force. Although he's been the greatest player of all time for their entire lives.
Okay, but look.
Their entire lives.
Okay, but look.
How does he do that?
LeBron is 40 right now. Is it selfish of him at this point to still be in the NBA? He's accomplished everything that he has, and he's still, in the NBA where he could just be at the crib.
No, because the conversation is about being a great father, right?
Yeah.
He just kicked in the door for Bronny. He's about to kick in the door for Bryce, too. Then he's out. That's he's going to be the greatest father. Then he's really going to fight.
LaVar had no NBA ties. None.
No, true.
0.
He really paved their own.
He had them playing against each other. He was calling Lonzo better than Bron. He was out there calling him better than Bron. He was
better than Steph.
He was calling
athletic Steph Curry.
Right. He got him on the Lakers.
He did get him on
He got him on the Lakers. He got him there. He was like, we're about to be the number 1 pick. He went number 2. You know what? We number 2. That's his jersey number.
He always had a punchline for it. He always had a comeback.
He said he was better than MJ, and as soon as all his sons make it, dimmed out.
He dimmed out.
Chilled. Like, he did that for his kids. I don't even think he did that for himself, because people are like, oh, LaVar's selfish. He's in the media. He's doing this. He's living his life through his kids. No, you just try to get him there. And once he got him there, we haven't heard from LaVar, and I don't know. We hear from him like once every 3 months, maybe.
Okay. Let's rewind that a little bit, though. Because I will say it wasn't all smooth sailing.
No.
When Zoe first got to the show, he had him in them BBB shoes, and he should not have had him in those shoes.
Did he ruin his? Okay. Did he ruin his? And he was talking about
not ready.
He ruined his career.
Zoe talks about it too. Zoe's like, those shoes were not ready. I had to wear 3 shoes in a game. I had to change them every quarter.
Cartilage reconstruction surgery. He turned him into B-Roy because he wanted to produce his BBB shoes.
He turned him into B-Roy. It's nuts.
He's turned his knees into B-Roy.
B-Roy. That's
what?
crazy. The son with the most. I can't say potential. LaMelo had the most potential. The son with like the most clear-cut star route. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be a star, bro.
Well,
Lonzo, all due respect, he's supposed to be the next. They were calling him Magic Johnson.
Well, LaVar I don't know if you saw that clip, but he was like, Lonzo's the best right now because he's the oldest. Jello got the most potential because he's the biggest and strongest, and then LaMelo gonna be the best because he's the youngest and he's gonna get more experience, and that's exactly what has been played out.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, but. Always, like, I just seen a clip, like an old clip, brought up of like when Jello was coming up.
Yeah. And
like they were doing like the Lavar and the Ball in the Family or whatever.
I was tapped into that Facebook show when it was coming
really?
up. Really? Hey, Ball in the Family? Bro, I thought I was part of the family. I was tapped in.
He was jumping in LaMelo's ass, though. He's like, coaching him hard, like coaching him, being like, fathering him hard. I was like, bro, he was in his ass. But I mean, it worked. Like, got him to the show.
Got him to the show, bro. Like, he went 3 for, and then now Joe, you see him perform in Detroit the other night? The song came out like 2 weeks ago. He's performing in football stadiums.
It's the hottest song in the world. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it is, bro. It's crazy. My mom knew about the song. I was like, how he got, bro? I was like,
emotion.
Because I just said, I might swear, Bennett. She said, whoa. I was like, Mom, like, how do you know?
Nah, mama.
She was tapped in. I was like, that's before TikTok got burned down. But
the stadium, though.
That's crazy.
He did stadium. That's a bigger platform than LaMelo and Lonzo has performed at.
NFL.
He made it to the league one way or another.
Because I guarantee you a lot of those people don't even know who he is. Don't even know.
They know the song.
They don't know who his brother is.
But they know the song.
They know the song, though. That's crazy to think about.
They said, not before Jello. And then come out. But nah, It might be LeVar. I love LeBron though. They're both great fathers. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man. You know that's there for their kids, man. They both great. But I think that LeVar, because he got it out the mud, you know, he had them training doing body weight stuff.
No, yeah, he sacrificed. He did it.
So I'm saying, bro, crazy. They're all look. Lonzo's starting in the league again. Got his knee up. LaMelo's an all-star. Comparable to Magic Johnson. He got Jello, the biggest artist in the world right now.
He got 3.
LaVar cannot be touched.
No,
come on, dog. So
shout out to the BBB brand too. I at one point I did want some slide. I wanted something, bro. I was on the website.
No, look. The only reason why I didn't buy none is because I was looking online. People were talking about the shipping. First of all, they're taxing. Second of all, nobody was getting their shoes
for a long time.
If they got them, I heard
a lot of people got dubbed. They didn't even get them.
They didn't even get them.
That's crazy.
Come on, LaVar. You got shit. Come on.
Because I was for real pricing out like the Mellows. I was like, I'm finna get some Mellows, bro. I was like, the MBO ones,
500, and they're yours.
They're luxury sneaker. Let's go.
Come on, man. That's all I got though.
Bet. Flipping the coin a little bit, but keeping it kind of related to hoop. Lamar Jackson, man.
Oh,
he just lined up against the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, and he couldn't get the job done again. It's a sad day to be a Raven. Yet again, falling short of the Super Bowl. He's supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to be the savior of the team or of the NFL. Like, everyone wants Lamar Jackson to go get a Super Bowl. He got all these MVPs. He probably going to win MVP this year. He's top 2. It's him or Josh Allen. But he falls short again. And I just have this photo to show you.
I feel like I know. I've seen multiple. Oh, yeah. See, there you go. That's nasty. I saw James Harden. I saw Paul George. Oh, we can put it's going to be somewhere.
Be up there.
Yeah. I saw Paul George.
So I just want to know, do you think these comps are accurate? Is it too early? Is it too soon?
It's too early.
I mean,
it's too early because you can't even compare to like James Harden. He was running in, and similar to Lamar Jackson, not the greatest team ever, but he's running into good teams, decent teams. These are, we're running into teams where Lamar.
So you're comparing, not to interrupt you, you're comparing the Warriors to the Chiefs pretty much, is what you're trying to say.
He's literally, Mahomes is literally Steph. I mean, that's basically what it is. They have a dynasty-like team similar to those Warriors runs. Lamar Jackson, James Harden comp, I don't even think that's a bad comp, really, because he's still one of the GOATs. Mm-hmm. He's an MVP. Mm-hmm. His team, I mean, he hasn't been getting it done. But at the end of the day, he's still going to be one of the GOATs when it's all said and done. But, man, they just need more. They're just running into bigger teams. I mean, they had a chance to win the game. And his teammates sold. You can't really even put it on. Yes, he had those 2 turnovers in the first half, but that wasn't the whole game. We can't talk about what happened in the first half. He got him there in position in the second half. Dude was wide open, and he dropped the ball. He was by himself, too. Nobody was guarding him. That's like, come on, man. I don't even know how to describe that, man. It's bad. Lamar Jackson shouldn't get the entire blame for this. I know, media is probably gonna go crazy because he's been snubbed. He hasn't been able to get over the hump. Similar to guys like PG. They're like the Los Angeles Clippers, though. When it was PG and Kawhi, they had the team to get it done. We got Derrick Henry. We got Mark Andrews, which is in these last couple years, he was considered a top 5 tight end at the very least.
For sure.
Fantasy GOAT at one point. And then, of course, we got Lamar. We got Zay Flowers. He was hurt. But we have a good squad. We just can't get it done. And that's basically what this team has been. And like you said, we're comparing it to who? They're the Clippers. They're the Clippers. They can't get it done. I think they're going to get it done at some point. But, man, it's unfortunate for Lamar because he actually, he was hooping.
And I'm just trying to think about it. What do you do differently? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the Ravens, how much better can your roster get?
Do we fire the coach?
That's what I'm saying. You have a coach who's won a Super Bowl before, so it's like, is he the problem? I don't know, but he's won here before, so maybe not. We have a quarterback who's a 2-time MVP. We have the best running back in the league. We have a great offensive line. We have a solid defense. Like, our defense could get better. Like, but what could we do? You know what I'm saying? There's 2 or 3 other teams still better than us, and we're this good.
Well, the AFC is stacked. I mean, the AFC is stacked. Well, first of all, if you have a coach and he hasn't won in 2 presidential terms, I think we can just drop him, right? Like Mike Tomlin. He hasn't won in forever, but I understand he's a good cultural guy. It's either get him the talent or get a different coach who can work around the talent that's on the team. I think that's an issue that we've been seeing with not just Mike Tomlin and Harbaugh, but just around the league in general. It's like, you get a coach, you don't give me talent, and then you fire me. It's like, what are we doing? So
Gerard Mayo.
Right.
1 year, like one and done. Literally one and done. Send him to die. They hired him to die. Like, bro.
He was the real in-between coach, wasn't he?
They knew they wanted Vrabel, bro. Like, they knew they wanted their guy. That's why they were so willing to just let him walk.
He was the Geno Smith of that team.
The bridge coach. Bro, he had they hired him. I don't even know if I think they had 1 first-round pick. No cap space. They played the whole season and then fired him, bro. Like, bro, that's disgusting. Like,
you send him up to fail, man. I mean, it's similar with like Chauncey Billups. He got there. Well, actually, he still had a squad when he got there. He had Dame and I wouldn't say a squad, like you say. Like, talent does not go through Portland, but it's a similar situation. He was expecting to go there and try to help Dame and them win, and then they basically flipped that team in one season. If you trade everybody, what am I supposed to do with the guys I have on my team? So in that situation, I don't blame Chauncey for that, but at this point, I'm blaming him more on the developmental side. Why is Scoot not playing well up until this point? Why is Shane Sharp coming off the bench? Mm-hmm. What are we doing? So he got set up to fail as well, but he still has some working pieces, and he's been there for 4 years. We gave Jared Mayo, 1 year, and we didn't get any pieces. We don't have any pieces to work with. When you have a time like that in your franchise where we're trying to figure stuff out, you got to reward the coach for being there through those struggles. I think that you reward, especially when you're not giving him anything. If you give him something and he's still failing, fair. But we didn't even try to get him anything, and we fire him. And that happens. I feel like that happens a lot in the NBA as well, where a coach gets hired, Adrian Griffin even, and they had talent on the team, but you can go give them a chance and look what's happened since. You get Doc Rivers, the grass is not always greener. They've been okay. Mm-hmm. They're going to make the playoffs, of course, because they got the talent on the team. But the coaching is very important. I think coaching is underrated. In my 100%. Opinion, like, it's underrated. Just me even being a coach and coaching the kids that I do, it's like,
that's what I'm surprised to learn that when the coaches, like, the coach contracts, I'm like, they make less than the players. They should be making more than the players, or equal. Like, he should be making more than, such and such, like the 4th best player on the team. Because without him, how far are we really gonna go? What kind of culture do we have?
Like, if my coach is making less than Udonis Haslem,
I'm sick. You know what I'm saying?
Like Eric Spoelstra, I think he's the richest coach in the NBA right now. He signed like a $120 million deal for 5 years.
They should start doing coach jerseys, huh?
Right. Bread.
Bread. Put them in a number. Technical foul number.
Right. No, but Baltimore, I feel you, man. I know what it's like to not get over the hump. It might be that way for a very long time.
They're not gonna ever get over the hump. Because Josh Allen's
in the Lamar era, he has to go to the NFC.
Yeah, honestly,
because now he's in Jaden Daniels conversations, and that's not fair because the NFC is not even close.
Not even close.
Bobby Wagner retirement ring.
That'd be cold, bro. I respect that. But it's not gonna happen. We know what time it is.
I respect it because I don't think he went there thinking they was gonna go to the Super Bowl or even have a chance.
Not at all, bro. He went there going to die.
Well, Dan Quinn's there, right?
Yeah, and now I think he literally, because he wanted to play with Dan Quinn or get coached by Dan Quinn. He wanted to play with Louvu, the linebacker. That's what he said. So he went there to literally just, one last ride. I'm finna hang on my shit, and then he went there, almost went to the Super Bowl. Like, come on,
they might make it.
He's ass though. I tell you, he's not the reason. You see Baker Mayfield run him over?
Oh,
Baker Mayfield trucked his ass. That's crazy. But no, yeah, I just wanted to know. I feel like Lamar, he still got some time to maybe.
We got time.
Make it shake.
He's young enough.
He got to get out the NFC or the AFC.
He's gonna get a Super Bowl out of me.
He said it, bro, and I believe it. But I mean, you got to go to the other side, bro.
Yeah.
You got to go to the other side. Keeping it pushing though. Who is the best individual player you think that's never won a championship? Either sport or just off the top of your head, athlete.
The best player to never win a championship?
I know your answer already, damn, now think about it. That's all he need, really.
What, Dame?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I really believe it. He be in Steph conversations. Like, he be talked about the same way Steph is if he was in that same situation with Golden State. I think he'd actually be talked about better because he's more athletic than that man. More of a complete player. So, right. But because he's been tucked in Portland, he's underrated to me. Carmelo Anthony would probably be looked at a little bit differently if he won a championship as well. Mm-hmm. Just because he's looked at as the guy who only hoops for the bag. He wasn't giving up $50 million in New York to go somewhere else. Like, that wasn't the type of guy he was. The best player, but realistically, man, to never win a championship
that you saw, that you were like, dang, he was cold. He just never, you know what I'm saying? That's disgusting that he didn't win one.
I don't know. I think Damian Lillard, if he doesn't win a ring, he's definitely in that conversation. He's in that. I mean, we're talking about it right now. He's in that conversation right now. Do you have one?
I got Harden.
Ooh, see,
Westbrook.
It might be Westbrook.
It
might. You know what? I think it's Westbrook.
Bro, because if you look at his career highlights, it's gonna be like, bro, he never won a.
Especially with
all of this. He did all of this for 20 years and didn't win.
Especially with all the teams he's been with. He's been around the country and he couldn't get it done. You know how many Hall of Fame players he's played with and he couldn't get it done? Honestly, the best player is Kevin Durant. Those rings are fake.
Oh, wow.
Those rings are fugazi.
I think football, Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson. Adrian
Peterson. No, God.
Adrian Peterson? Yeah, no, he was one of the goats.
Goat.
Ken Griffey for baseball?
Gotta be Ken Griffey.
Ken Griffey?
I only saw him play when he was old, though.
Ichiro?
No, Ichiro.
He probably wasn't even that good, but there's a whole lot of...
cold, though. I don't even know.
A lot of Ichiro jerseys, though. But the best one, it has to be Westbrook, I think. It's just, you average a triple-double for multiple seasons, and you can't get it done still.
And then a personal question for you, just kind of thinking about the way you play the game, the way you approach the game, the way you like to hoop.
Yeah.
What niche role player or what role player did you watch growing up that kind of inspired your game? Or like what, we all have that one role player, some specific team, like maybe not even your favorite team, but you just like one role player that comes off the bench, starts, just he's a shooter, he's a something. Who inspired you?
I hate to bring this man up again, but Klay Thompson.
Swear.
The greatest role player. One of the greatest role players of all time. I think that me being a shooter, that's somebody who I looked up to, especially because he was doing it with minimal dribbles, and I was, at least in the structure of 5-on-5 basketball organized, I played my role. I was a shooter. They put me in those spots. Hammer screens, things like that were set for me so I can come off the pick and shoot. Klay Thompson was that guy for me. Now, when I'm playing at the Y or LA Fitness, I'm Damian Lillard. I'm Steph Curry. I'm crossing half court. Right. I'm shooting. I'm dribbling everything. Going to the cup, shooting all that. But the role player I looked up to was definitely Klay Thompson, JJ Redick, even like any shooter, name them. That's who I was looking up to because I recognize what my role was, especially in the last couple of years of my playing days. Because that was my role. I was the best shooter pretty much on all the teams I've been on, and so those were the guys I would study. And shooting mechanics, things like that. Those were the type of stuff I was looking after, and he was the guy that I was watching. How about you?
No, those are two, Klay and JJ. I swear those are like the two shooters you think about when you think about 2010 hoops. It's like the premier shooting guard or like snipers. You think of him, JJ, Corver, like those are the guys.
You just snuck him in.
Corver, I know, I had to sneak him in.
J.R. Smith.
JR.
Hold on. Actually, I got something. I need an updated list of your top 5 players from Washington. Because I feel like we haven't talked about it in a while. There's some dudes in the league from Washington who are killing, balling, things like that. I need an updated list from you because we haven't talked about it since the very first episode of the LL.
Top 5 players from Washington.
Top 5 players from Washington. Your
all
list.
Time?
Your list.
Well, this is all time. Yes. We're doing all time.
We're going to do all time, yeah.
Oh, they're not going to like this. Here we go. Top 5 players from Washington. Okay. Coming in at number 5. The sign died.
Yeah.
Coming in,
Of course.
top 5 players from Washington. Coming in at number 5. Man, legend. Put time in the league for a long time. Career was cut short by injury. Brandon Roy.
No
Slot him in at 5.
way. You have him only at 5? That's
Number
so
4.
low. Okay.
Number 4.
I put you on the spot.
No, you did. Number 4.
This is atrocious so far. Oh my God.
Number 4. Give me former MVP candidate, 5'9" guard. Went to UW. You already know what time it is. Give me Isaiah Thomas right there, number 4.
Over Brandon. Okay, I'm gonna let you
for
finish.
sure over Brandon Roy.
For sure. Oh wow. Okay.
MVP candidate, man. He was number 3 at one point.
We didn't even get a chance. Okay.
He was okay, but Isaiah did it. He did it. He was already there. I'm gonna give the nod to him. They gave up on him though, and I'm sorry. They gave up on him. He's out the league. Still looking for a 10-day, but yeah, if your point guard goes down, call Isaiah. Number 4.
Him and Kent Bazemore together saying, we're ready if needed.
Number 3. Oh, man. This is an atrocious list, ain't it? Who am I missing? am I thinking I'm missing somebody?
Bro, hey, Washington, man.
I'm missing one person. Number 3, give me John Stockton. All-time leader in assists, dimes. He was throwing dimes to a predator, though, so that's what keeps him at 3.
I thought that would have bounced him off the list. That's just me though, but okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. All-time leader in assists, he was throwing dimes. Can't even cover, he was diming. They said he was actually faking the stats too, actually.
His game was ugly, but all right. Yeah.
So I don't even know we'll put it out. Yeah, I don't know. Number 2, Jamal Crawford, pioneer of the game.
So you have Jamal at 2,
hey,
but B. Roy's at 5. Make it make sense.
6 man of the year,
that doesn't
3
even
times. One of the greatest bucket getters of all time. You just give him the rock. Go get me 2. Go get me 3. Go get me 4. Great.
Go get me 4. All-time leader. Go get me 4.
Literally, he does this. So I mean, Jamal solidified, and I'm taking into account his career now as a broadcaster. So I think that adds a little more.
He's a basketball legend.
We see him more often. So I'm like, dang, Jamal was cool. You know what I'm saying?
He's a basketball legend.
Number 1 is Paolo Banchero. Rookie of the year. Led the team to the playoffs year 2. And yeah, this year we were on pace to be the greatest player of all time. Hip pointer though. Hip pointer. What was it? Hip pointer?
Oblique.
Hip oblique. What is that?
I think that's your hip. Some. I don't know. It's that
they tried to get him though. The script writers have some.
He has not been playing well as of recently, but we're gonna get well soon. It don't matter.
He came out hot though.
He did.
Came out
but
hot.
He's been kind of atrocious ever since. But shout out P, man. It's
shout
always
out P. We'll be back. That's number 1 to ever come out the city though. We know this. Highest ceiling.
He's not even done yet.
That's what I'm saying. I'm taking into account hardware already, as well as ceiling. And yes, I think Paolo Banchero's number 5. Maybe my list is crazy.
B. Roy at 5 is wow. Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, he was solid. I mean, for like what, 5
He was
years?
solid.
3 years?
He was solid, ladies and gentlemen. He was only solid. He just wasn't like a 2. Let me look. I'm pretty sure he was like a 3-time All-Star.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this for you. This is what I'm gonna do.
You gotta do it for me.
No,
that's your list. That's your list.
This is my list right here. This is my list. I remove John Stockton from the list. I want to shift everybody down 1. So I want to shift Isaiah to 3.
Okay.
I'll shift Brandon Roy down to 4. So now my list is P5 at 1, Jamal's 2, Isaiah's 3, Brandon's 4, and at number 5, I'm gonna shake up the scene and put Michael Porter Jr.
He ain't even from here. So I'ma go. So he was a 3-time All-Star. He only played in the league for like 5 years, bro. But he was 2nd-team All-NBA and 3rd-team All-NBA within a span of 5, and he was Rookie of the Year. He could have been one of the GOATs. He is one of the GOATs in my opinion. Number 5.
He was on pace. I didn't know.
Okay, my list might be atrocious as well. I don't know. Number 5, I got Zach LaVine. Bothell High School legend. I remember playing for, shout out to A+, Rainier Vista. When I was playing over there, we had to do a project where we're basically studying all these high school players because he was in high school at the time. Zach LaVine, one of the greatest high school shooters I've seen on film, bro. He was going insane. FOH legend. I got to give it to Zach LaVine at number 5. Number 4, I got to go IT. Number 4 is IT. I know MVP candidate.
Legit MVP.
He's a journeyman though. He's a
bridge guy.
He's a bridge. No. he's a journeyman. They gave up on him. They gave up on him for a solid reason. I mean, we were getting Kyrie Irving. You're not saying no to that trade. We're getting Kyrie Irving. It was unfortunate what happened. He should have rested instead of playing on that hip. But regardless of that, he had his peak, it was phenomenal. But I still have him at 4 in terms of overall from the town, what he's done. I had to put him at number 4. Number 3, man, number 3. I got to put Paulo Banchero at number 3 right now. As of right now, Paulo's number 3. I'm saying this right now. I'm making the list based on what's current right now. He has the highest ceiling in Washington history. I will admit. He has a chance to be one of the GOATs. But as it is right now...
You have the highest ceiling in West Coast history.
No, I'm with you right there. But as of now, his career is not done. He's still going. He's an all-star, but he hasn't accomplished enough for me to put him at top 2 yet. But I think even by next year, he might be 2 or 1 for me. But right now, P is at number 3, and I think he'd understand why because of these other 2 guys in front of him. Number 2, I got Jamal Crawford. 3-time 6th man of the year. I mean, it's self-explanatory. One of the greatest talent. Man, Crawford Court, man. We played on that court.
No
Rainier
time
Beach.
All-Star, though.
No time All-Star, but we got 6 man of the year. We got hardware, though. Of some sort, some way. We got
P5 got Rookie of the Year and All-Star.
Hey, man. All-Star, he should have been an All-Star at some point. Kyle Korver was an All-Star. No disrespect. Jamal Crawford should have been All-Star at least for 1 season. And everybody knows this. He was saving the move. I don't know if we've ever seen the move. I still want to see the move. He said, I was saving the move for it. He was saving it for the All-Star game, and we never seen it. That alone, we should have threw him in there. Man, we could have even gave him a Dirk Nowitzki, D Wade at the end of the season. We gave it to Mike Conley at one point. Like, what do we do? He should have been an All-Star, but he's number 2. And for what he's done, we talk about Washington, the state of Washington, the city of Seattle. He is a legend around here. He's the greatest basketball figure from Washington for sure, I think. And 100%. I think he will forever be. He deserves a statue outside of Climate. Somewhere. Outside of SPU. He'd be holding down the Crawford Pro-Am. He should have a statue outside of SPU.
I agree.
For all the years. He made it free for the kids. Like, he's number 1 basketball player for the community. Like, the impact he's had, he's number 1. But basketball-wise, number 2. Number 1, B-Roy. I got to put him at number 1. First of all, Blazer legend. No bias. Blazer legend. Man, Washington Husky legend. Garfield legend. He got a court in my hometown, West Seattle. It's on Del Ridge. B-Roy Court, it's there. I've hooped on there before. That's dope.
Why do you have a court in West Seattle? Just
I think I heard he lived in West Seattle for a little bit. Okay. Someone I forgot. I think Coach Martinez was telling me. But yeah, he lived there. He got a court there, and then just the talent. We got Kobe Bryant himself was like, man, this dude crazy. His nickname was The Natural. His nickname, because everything just effortless naturally. His knees held him down. That's the only thing Unnatural. That he could have been one of the he would have been a Hall of Famer if his knees didn't give up on him. So he's number 1 to me. 3-time All-Star in the span of 5 years. He even came back a little bit with the T-Wolves. I'm not going to count that. That was preseason. But he was 2-time All NBA in that span, Rookie of the Year. Man,
No.
him, LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Oden. It's like, did they share knees? I don't know what the issue was with I don't know, knee problems in Portland, man. And I think he could have been the greatest Blazer of all time as well. But
He's not even the best Blazer to play on the team from Washington. Or to play on the Blazers from Washington?
who?
Ellaby?
You can't be serious. Even Jamal's played for the Blazers. Did you know that? That was probably his worst year of his career, too.
Well, for 1 year? Long time ago?
He was there 2011, 2012. He was a Portland Trail Blazer. Or 2010, 2011, I think. Right before the Clippers, he played for the Blazers.
That's disgusting.
It was pretty nasty. But B-Roy is the best player to ever come out of, talent-wise, all that. He was the best player to come out of Washington. But I think that Jamal, the greatest basketball figure Washington probably will ever have. P5, the greatest ceiling from the West Coast, as you said, but let alone, Washington. The greatest ceiling. He can really be. He will be. But I got to give respect to the other two guys. I'm sure he'd feel the same way. So that's my list.
Okay.
Man, but B-Roy at 5 is atrocious, man.
No, I'm moving down to 4. I had to. 5, I got Ellaby now. CJ Ellaby is at 5.
Yeah. Oh, did you have anything else?
Jalen Noel's at 5, excuse me.
The big timer?
Big Time is at 5. I got Big Time.
He's at 6. Oh,
better than Ellaby.
Baby boy, DeJounte Murray, KPJ, honorable mentions.
I'll take the Big Timer.
Over them two?
Yeah, both of them.
Not over DeJounte.
Both of them. No.
Over DeJounte?
DeJounte's buns, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm taking Joe Harris before the big timer. He's from Centralia.
Brooklyn? Oh, he is.
Or Chehalis, one of them.
Did he retire? Or
he retired. Yeah, he retired.
Okay.